Hi, it's Catherine from CatherinePooler.com. Today I'm going to show you a fun technique with gelatos. In my last video, I made this mist or paste, or actually it's not a paste because it's too thin for that, but I just took a little bit of the gelato here, put it into my cup, added some water and mixed it around, and then I picked it up with my paintbrush and splattered it onto my card. Here, let me show you that real quick. It's not quite finished yet. If you're interested in that blog post and that video, I'll have a link to it. But I don't want to waste this awesomeness right here, so I'm going to take a piece of watercolor paper and I am just going to paint it. And I actually wish that I had a bigger paintbrush here, but I'm just going to paint my watercolor paper and then I'm going to use this on my project. I'm just going to take my paintbrush and I'm going to paint the whole piece of watercolor paper. And actually I think I may want this to be just a little bit thinner, so I have some water here and a little dropper. Add a couple more drops. Stir that around. So this gold gelato has a really nice shimmer to it. You can also use any of the colors. Gelatos come in a bunch of different colors. You can get them in kits of simply one, family of colors, like a bunch of different shades of blue, or you can get them in rainbow colors. This kit I got in some rainbow colors, and I'm having a lot of fun with them. So now I have a really neat piece of gold watercolored paper. Now it got the paper wet, obviously, so it's curling some. So I'm just going to use my heat tool. I'm going to dry that and I'm going to flatten this out a little bit. You can also heat from the other side and that will flatten it out. Also, when I adhere this to my project, I'm going to make sure I use a whole bunch of adhesive and make sure that lays flat. This is my card as I'm putting it together, and I'm noticing if I rub on the watercolor paper a little bit, some of that gold is coming off. So I'm just going to take a little, you can have a baby wipe, or this is just a paper towel that's a little bit damp, and I'm rubbing some of that off. And then I'm going to take it and I'm just going to rub it onto my early espresso cardstock. This is giving it a really nice subtle shimmer. And then I have my bird stamped and cut out, and he's all ready to embellish the front of this card. I want him to be shimmery too, so I'm just taking some of this crayon, again, onto the paper towel. You can also just do it with your finger if you don't mind getting messy. And I'm just going to rub it on the bird to make him a little bit gold and a little bit shimmery and more fun. Some of the crayon came off onto my craft mat. I'm just going to pick that up and rub over the whole bird. There we go. So now he's shimmery. I have some dimensionals on the back for this guy. I'll just peel those off, add him to the card front. And then I have one more little embellishment. This is, I can't remember the name, but if you click through to my blog, I'll have it in the supply list. I dipped it in Versamark ink and then gold embossing powder and heat embossed it. And it's nice and wonderful and gold and shiny. That's a trick I learned from convention. I didn't go to convention, but I heard about it. So if you enjoyed this video, I encourage you to visit my blog. There's lots more great stuff going on there, and you can sign up and get my free video series. It's exclusive to newsletter subscribers, and it's the top 10 things every stamper needs to know. Then you'll continue usually every Wednesday. Once in a while I skip a Wednesday, but most Wednesdays you'll get a newsletter with an exclusive project in there to teach you something fun and inspire you. Thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.